Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Next week we will have the last qualification through the monthly battles organized by the FMWC this year. So basically they've organized 9 monthly battles, January to September, in order to have a chance to qualify to the main draw of the Microsoft Excel World Championship. And you basically get 4 seats if you qualify among the top 4 of each battle, and also if you are lucky enough to be one of the live stream competitors, the winner of the live stream actually gets the 5th seat of the main event. I'm approaching the battle next week, considering the date of recording of this video, and for this reason I'm switching to most recent cases to practice basically what is coming up recently in the battles. Today we have a medium-aged, I would say, case, which is called It's a Sequence, designed by Andrew, which is the organizer of the tournament as well. And let's see what we can get in the usual 30 minutes allocation. So, okay, this battle we created task to test your logic, bit of math skills. Each of the 5 levels will provide a sequence of numbers. However, some of the numbers will be missing and you will have to determine which numbers are missing. Okay, each level will have different rules, plus 3 bonus questions. Okay, so level 1, we have a very short sequence. First and third numbers in the sequence are provided for you. The second number in the sequence calculates the average of neighbors. Which number is missing in the sequence? Okay, so it's basically the round of average of this and this with 0. So this was a pretty easy one and didn't even require to build any sort of table or whatever. Second one, what if the sequence is longer? Level 2, we have the same rules, but the sequence is now 11 numbers long. Again, each missing number is the average of neighbors. What is the sum of the missing number in each of the sequences below? Okay, let me say that we can build the usual solver worksheet. So we have example 2, we have an X lookup of this, column B, and columns output G to Q. Okay, so basically this is the sequence. What we are going to do is to basically transpose this. I like to work vertically. I'm going to say if this equals question mark, I'm going to have the average of this and the number below, also rounded to 0 decimal digits. Otherwise, I'm going to have nothing. Okay, and my result will be the sum of those. 277, and this checks out. So let's build the usual data table to scale the results for all the other data sets. So sequence of 100 gives us the full list of data. Then we apply the data table here, and we have basically 11 to 30, I think, are the required numbers. It's quite slow today, my Excel, I don't know why. So it's still calculating for some reason a data table which is already being calculated. Okay. Level 3, we're testing the sequence that is known as the Hailstone sequence. The first number in the sequence is given to you. Each next number in the sequence is calculated as follows. If the previous number n1 is odd, then the next number n2 is equal to n1 times 3 plus 1. If the previous number is even, then the next number is equal to n1 divided by 2. Okay, we'll look as follows. The answer therefore is 7. When will first when will 1 appear in the sequence for the first time? Okay. This time I think we are going to need a completely different logic, so unfortunately this is not scalable against the model we have previously built. So let's go for example 3. Let's say that my X lookup is basically the same, except that I look up in example 3. So we have 10 basically. Let's build a sequence on 100. Then we said the previous number is odd, next number is n times 3 plus 1, otherwise n divided by 2. So if is odd, previous one times 3 plus 1, if I remember right, otherwise this divided by 2. Uh, okay, I'm missing a letter here. 16, and then I have this. And they're asking me when the first one appears in the sequence. So match of 1 here, exit match. Don't know what is going on. Match of 1 here, exit match. So 7 will be our answer. Okay, so actually no, I need to build a different data table because this one was linked to example number 2. Um, let's say I do like this, and I build again the structure. Calculate, and we have data 31 to 50. And again, it's taking forever to just copy and paste the values. Okay, that's correct. On level 4, the sequence is being made on the rules of Fibonacci sequence, except that it does not start with 1. So next number will be the sum of the previous two numbers. Okay, what are the last 3 digits for the design number n in the sequence? Okay, let's leverage this structure. So example 4, we have we have 2 and 18, which are the first two numbers, and 7 will be the position that I will need to inspect. So I will have that my first number is this one, my second number is this one. Something weird is going on with the data provided, and then this will be basically this plus this, and then I will need to copy down. Let's say we have nothing above 100, so we should be fine with 100 possible values. And then I will basically need to index this in this position. No. Okay, there's definitely something weird going on here, because this should give me, okay, with 0 basically going to output the entire range. I'm just interested in position, for example, number 7. So 154 will be the answer for our example. Okay, let's scale these to, sorry, they want the last 3 digits actually. So what we are going to need is the right of this of 3, and that's it. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with this file actually, but it's very, very slow. So 51 to 70. Oh, okay, nice. Basically everything is wrong, so why? For example, 51, what do we have? 338 actually is correct, so I don't know what is going on. 537, 648. 648 is actually wrong for real, but the first two are correct. Okay, it's becoming unusable. 53. So just give me 700. Okay, because we have such large numbers, it is probably struggling with the extraction of the last three digits. But for the sake of this training, let's say that the logic is correct, then it's a matter of understand how to manage those weird long numbers. And also some validation is going wrong for some reason because the results are correct except those exceptions. The game again has the same rules as on level 2, but the sequence is now played over several rounds. You're provided with the numbers at the beginning of round 1. In each round, each cell's value is equal to the average value of its adjacent cell rounded to the nearest integer. Each next round, each cell value is equal to the average value of its adjacent cells from the previous round rounded to the nearest integer. This is the value of the cell 7 at the end of round n in each of the sequences below. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. So example 5. 141. So we have all the numbers. I'm going to copy also this. Okay, and they're basically saying that the number at iterations 2 is the average of those. Yes, rounded to the nearest integer. So for example, 262 with 258 is 520. Actually, I'm a little bit lost. This one, 262, 268 is 260. Okay. Okay. And this is basically the average of this and nothing. Okay. So this one will be round of average of this and this to 0 positions, and this will be this one, and this will be this one. Let's check. Yes. Okay, and we get the n, which is the index in which we are interested for column n. Okay, so we need to scale this to include also column s. What is the maximum value? Always below 100. So let's build 100 of those rows, the same exact logic. And then I'm basically going to take this in position of this one. Actually starting from the second row, so I'm going to add a +1 here because it has index 0. Okay, so 3. Let's make this data table a little bit shorter so it's not so heavy. Sequence of 30 starting from 71. I'm interested in this by changing this. Let's check. And this checks out. Okay. Unfortunately, the score is not updating for the previous level problems. Let's see the bonus questions. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, which position is the sequence does number blah 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 have? Okay, we are saying that basically each position is double of the previous one. So we have 1, and then we have this times 2, and we have quickly replicated the example. Let's hope this is not after position 100. Let's see. I'm going to take this one and to paste it here. Unfortunately, in Italy, we have a different usage of commas and points for large numbers. So I need to remove the commas and see match of these against the sequence, exact match, and I get a 35, which is actually correct. Okay, how many digits 7 are there in the sequence of numbers from 1 to 999? Uh, that's a pretty easy one. Basically, the sequence from 1 to 999, and then I'm going to say len of this minus len of substitute this 7 nothing. So what I'm asking here is compute the length of this number and subtract the length of this number by removing the 7 included, if any. So it will give me exactly the number of 7 included in each number. And I'm just going to sum this. And I get 300, which is correct. According to the rules of level 3, when will the sequence revert to 1 if the starting number is 77031? What is the position of the first digit 1 in the sequence? Okay, rules of level 3. Okay, was the one with the odd and even numbers, which of course um, I cancelled, but no problem. Let's build it again. Um, I'm thinking of building this with a let formula. No, probably will take me too long. Probably a reduce one will be interesting. Or a scan probably, but I don't know how many. Let's try this. I think we are very good on time. So let, it will probably take me 20 seconds to do in a usual format, but let's take the one formula approach just to be um, used to using this kind of approach. So num list, it will be a map. Map requires an array actually. No, sorry, not the map, the scan. Okay, an initial value which will be 77031. The array, actually, I don't know what to use here because I don't have an array to scan. I will need to build this from scratch. So the logic I would like to build is take the number, the previous one, which is the accumulator, and then yeah, I basically don't need at all the array. I think I just can build the logic on the accumulator. That's interesting, actually. Uh, let's say sequence of 100, and the function is a lambda of a and v. So a is the accumulator, so the value at the current stage of iteration, and V is the value in a certain position of the array already provided. So in this case, the sequence of 100. I'm probably just going to ignore the V at all. And I'm saying if is odd A, then I will have A times 3 plus 1, if I remember right. Yes. Otherwise, I will have A divided by 2. And that's it, I think. So let's see. Num list. I need semicolon here. Yeah, of course, it's spilling completely. Let's see what we get actually. 2, 3, which should be 3 times 77031. So this times 3 plus 1. Yes, so it's actually working because this should be this divided by 2. Okay, I need to see where the first one appears in the sequence, and it's not appearing, so let me increase this to 200. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, sorry, those are the results. Let's see, with 300, let's match of 1 here. Actually, there is no 1 in the sequence. Let's see for 400. Okay, and we have it, and I think it's a plus 1 because I'm skipping the initial value, so 351. Yes, which actually checks out. So basically, I'm going to output the match of 1 in num list, exit match plus 1. Yes, at least I think so. To copy the formula, and that's great. So, okay, we have it. I think on time it was fairly okay. Again, this was a trial. I would have done this way during the actual competition. Unfortunately, this level is giving me some errors, but it's due to, I don't know, the format probably, and also the management of large numbers. So, pretty satisfied with today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.